Hello and welcome to the second video, and today we're going to be focusing on how to get clients. Now we all know why it's important to get clients. Clients mean cash flow in our business, and without a cash flow we might as well not be in business. So focusing on getting the right clients on board quickly is very crucial at this stage of our business. Now, here's what we're going to be focusing on during this video. We're going to be looking at the us versus them model. We're also going to be looking at easy way to get clients on board in a non-douchey type of way. And also we're going to be looking at the most effective questions and techniques that you can use and implement properly. We're also going to be looking at how convincing and compelling marketing can work for you, and super simple ways of converting prospects into clients, and some of the techniques and strategies that you can use to do this quickly. Now, here's why this is important. By using simple and effective ways of getting clients into your business, you're going to be making money a lot faster. Also, by targeting the right segment or right niche within your marketplace and actually treating them well and serving them properly, you're going to be building up a reputation within your industry as well. And also by focusing on the right things, you can start working on your business rather than working in your business, which is a lot more effective and strategy-wise. Now, how to get clients. Now, this is a very different technique than what you're probably used to. You might be used to seeing all the traditional marketing online that happens. So, all your product launches and your information marketing and getting 100 affiliates to do the job for you. Well, this is not the way forward with consultancy, because any marketing tactic that you will be using online is bound not to work with consulting. There's also, of course, the old-fashioned ways of marketing yourself within consulting, and that's the cold calling, where you have 1,000 numbers that you have to dial that day and try to get through the gatekeeper to talk to the right person within that business. Maybe 1 in 100 calls is going to be effective, and I personally call that a waste of time. So this model that we're going to be looking at today is very different than the traditional forms of how to get clients, but it's going to be very effective for you if you do it properly. So get a pen and paper out and pay attention, because this is going to be a very valuable lesson for you. Remember, we don't need a lot of clients in order to be successful. We need the right kind of client. We need our targeted ideal clients. We need to focus on them and get them on board. Also, once we have them on board, make sure that you treat them well. These are your ideal clients. And if you help them properly and really thoroughly help them, they will stay with you for a long period of time. Meaning that we don't need to keep feeding our pipeline and keep doing marketing campaigns in order to bring new clients on board all the time. So this really is a simple model in order to use. Now, there's a difference between the us versus them model, and this is the traditional form of launch internet marketing. I personally have never used this approach because I just don't like it. It's loud, it's abrasive, it's in your face. Look at me, I'm awesome. Buy my stuff because I'm telling you I'm awesome. Give me all your money. If you don't, then the world is going to end. That really doesn't give your client a very good feeling about themselves, because all you're doing here is you're screaming salesperson at this person, your client who sat there thinking, what's going on, help. This is a technique that I call the they model. Like I said, I'm not a fan. It's all about you, the marketer. I've done this and I've helped so many people and I've produced this for you and it's amazing. Buy it now. This really is the worst approach ever. It's abrasive, it's loud, it's obnoxious. It's all about you, the marketer, and it's like trying to get persons to come on board with you. It just doesn't work. It's outdated. It screams outdatedness. So please don't ever use this technique. Instead, focus on your clients, what your client needs, and we call this the client-centric model. When your client has a problem, an issue, it is your job as a consultant to fix that problem. And we do this by fixing the problem. It's really quite easy. If you're trying to sell services, then how about you actually assist your client by solving that issue for them? doesn't that actually tell the client that you can do your job and you take all the stress out of the decision for your clients? Quite simple, right? Rather, we demonstrate that we can help them by actually helping them. Shock horror. This causes them to pursue us rather than us having to chase them to try and get them on board. In order to get people into your funnel and onto your opt-in page, we're going to need traffic. Now, we have 3 sources of traffic as well that we need in order to get people into our funnel and onto our opt-in page. We use Facebook pay-per-click, we use LinkedIn pay-per-click, and we can use direct mail should we so wish. Now, getting leads is probably the simplest marketing strategy ever. All we have to do is figure out what that one compelling question is that they're asking themselves and answer it. So this is compelling versus convincing marketing. Now let's look at an example of convincing marketing. So let's say you are a management consultant and you're looking to pick a client within a specific niche of an industry with a growth problem, for example. Old way would be to create an education-based report called the 7 questions you must ask your consultant before you work with them to increase your bottom line. And then you would market that report as a way to generate leads. You'd follow up with those leads and tell them you are fabulous. Now this screams salesman and doesn't get you anywhere near the results that you want to get. Because you're trying to get them to pay attention rather than convincing them that you can help. The right way to go forward with this is to simply give them the information that they need, the assistance that they need, and then move forward and continue to help them. So let's look at an example of compelling marketing. So let's say that a person is considering inviting help, external help, into their business. What's going to be their foremost question on their mind? Naturally, how much more money can I make with this deal? So a compelling offer would be to generate a report and give that away for free. Now the report could be called something like Industry-Specific Growth Possibilities for this Year. Now, why is this better? Well, first of all, it doesn't scream douchey salesman at you. Furthermore, it actually helps people. It attracts the right people who are actually interested in your stuff into your funnel, and it sets you up for the next step that you want to make. So immediately after they opt in, so they come onto your page and leave their information for you, you need to thank them, first of all. After that, you have to tell them exactly what's expected of them next and what step they should be taking next, and offer to help them collect the low-hanging fruit in their business. So you're looking at the easy wins for them to help them quickly with those easy wins. But before you do actually talk to them, you have to make sure of a couple of things, because we are not interested in talking to anyone who, first of all, doesn't know what it is that we have to offer, who doesn't know our price, and who is not a perfect candidate. So we say, thank you for requesting our report. It should be in your email box shortly. Whilst you're here, would you like some more ideas on how to make the most profit for your business? Now we're going to look at how to reverse the risk for your client and making it easier for them to say yes. And there's a couple of things that we need to do. We need to offer our help for free. After that, we explain the benefits of our help. We explain why we're offering it for free, and we eliminate sales fear. After that, we create irresistibility and intrigue. We take away, and then we qualify. Now, these are all elements of a super risk reversal, and we'll be looking at all of these elements in a little bit more detail now. So when we explain why we're doing it, we can say something along the lines of, I offer this service because I'm a management consultant and assist businesses in your industry worldwide exclusively. And there's a very good possibility I have a non-published strategy which can help you double your sales, especially considering the recent demand for products like yours. So if you find value in the help I give you, you might want me to assist you increase your revenue. After that, we eliminate the sales fear. Because let's be honest about it, people are bombarded with sales messages and they want to be sure that they're doing the right thing. So how we eliminate sales fear is by saying, with that said, please understand that I am not offering you a sales pitch in disguise. I promise not to pressure you or pester you in any way at all. In fact, if you feel I've wasted even 1 second of your time, and then we move into the irresistibility and intrigue part of the offer. We say to them, if you feel I've wasted even 1 second of your time, then tell me and I will. Here's where you use your own knowledge of the market. Either you send them a check for X amount, or you offer to pay for their marketing for, let's say, a month, or anything that will take away the pressure of saying yes. Now, of course, we don't want to take on just any client. We want our ideal targeted audience only to come into our funnel. So that is when we start looking at the takeaway, non-selling part of this close. So what we're going to tell them is, but before we go any further, you need to know that I can't help everyone. I can only be of benefit to people whose businesses are, and here is where you list your credentials that you want the clients to pass. So, for example, I want them to have a website with a solid list. I want their products to be in a good sellable condition, and I want the businesses to be healthy. So that means not near foreclosure and definitely not in any form of financial trouble. So now we need them to qualify themselves to us. And we do that by telling them, here's what you do next. You schedule a planning session with me simply by clicking the link below. You'll see a form with a few questions about your business and what you're looking to accomplish. Once I have that information, I'll do some market research for you and set up a time to go over it together. Now, the type of questions you want to ask are very dependent on the answers you want to get. So look at your ideal target audience again, your ideal client. Now, the type of questions that you ask is very dependent on what it is that you're actually going to help them with. So for me, as a management consultant, I would ask them, what does your management team look like? Is it just you, or do you have managers within your business? What is your revenue per year? What is your target revenue? What is your goals for your company? Why haven't you reached those goals yet? Anyway, I'll be telling you a few more questions later on, but think about these type of questions first off and make a nice little fill-in sheet that they have to answer before they get to talk to you. Now, here is what this process is giving you. It's giving you a highly targeted, responsive list who is literally stumbling over themselves to be able to work with you. They are asking you to work with them rather than you having to chase them, such as with the old traditional methods that we tended to use in the past for marketing. They wouldn't be asking you to help them if they weren't interested in becoming your clients. Plus, they're essentially applying to talk to you by answering all the questions that you have. Now let's talk about converting those prospects into clients. My clients go through the exact same irresistible intrigue process as I've just shown you. I offer to help them. I offer to tell them how to generate massive profits. When they then request to talk to me, they fill out a form with questions and return it to me. Some of the questions on the form will be the website, the list size, last year's sales goals, the biggest challenges in hitting those goals, etc. Now, before I even talk to them, I've already read their answers, I've done my research on their businesses, and I've assessed and determined whether I can help them or not. Now remember, these are hot leads. They've requested to be able to talk to you. They know what you do, they know your price, and they want your assistance. These are not cold calls that don't know who you are and they have no idea what it is that you have to offer. Basically, there's no surprises with this technique. And you close the sale by not selling them. All you have to do is demonstrate that you can help them and then actually help them even more. So phase one is collaborative bridge building. We find out where they are, and then we find out where they want to be. And then we ask them questions that will lead them from point A to point B and show them the right steps that they have to take. So here's some collaborative bridge building example questions. So you tell me you're at 1 million revenue a year and you want to get to 2 million a year. How many customers are you getting per month right now? Do you think there's an opportunity to start selling more to your existing customer base? What do you think they'd like to buy more? What do you think would happen if we offer to sell them that? What does your current sales process look like? Do you think it would be more effective if we added some one-click upsells to your offer? What happens if someone doesn't buy right away? What do you think would happen if we ran a 4-day cash machine sale automatically to everyone who hasn't bought within the first 5 weeks of your funnel? So now we come to phase two, which is the prescription. Based on what you've told me, it sounds like we should generate immediate cash by offering XYZ to buyers. It also sounds like we could generate immediate cash by running a 4-day cash machine promotion to your unconverted leads. Then going forward, you could deploy one-click upsells in your sales process immediately and also add a 4-day cash machine to your follow-up sequence. Now we come on to phase three, and we're going to start off with pre-closing question number 1. Does this sound like an effective plan to you? So what has happened now is that our prospect has answered our questions. And the type of questions that we've asked are leading questions because we know the result we want to get to. And we want to make it look as if it's their idea. So now we get to phase three, which is the pre-closing question number 1. And before I tell you what this question is, you have to know when to shut up. Consultants love to talk, but you have to learn to listen even more. That is the most valuable skill you're going to know as a consultant, when to shut up. So here's the question. Does this sound like an effective plan to you? We wait for their answer of an affirmative yes. And then we move into phase 4, the close. Would you like me to help you implement this plan moving forward? Consulting is an incredibly lucrative, stress-free, fun, and respectable service that's simple to add to your business or offer exclusively. High-paying clients. Now, high-paying clients are the key to building a lifestyle-friendly business and generate a lot of money, have free time, and work less. And once you have high-paying clients, it creates leverage, time, and money for you to expand your business online, grow your reach to millions of people, and become the leading authority in your business. Let's take a look at a couple more questions that you could ask in order to get these high-paying clients on board without looking inauthentic and too pushy. Question number 1. Imagine you and I are having this conversation 1 year into the future, and you're looking back over the last year. What must happen for you to say it's been the greatest 3 years of your life? Question number 2. What's the most important goal for you in the next 12 months? Question number 3. What's stopping you? Question number 4. What's really stopping you? Question number 5. What's it costing you to not solving this problem? Question number 6. How committed are you to solving this problem on a scale of 1 to 10? And question number 7, would you like to hear more about my services? Now this brings us to the end of video number 2, how to get clients. I really hope I've been able to add value to your insights today, and I hope you implement these techniques in order to grow your business successfully. The next video that we're going to be doing is all about marketing your consulting business.
So good luck until then, and I hope to see you on the next video.